And this is a competitive deck builder where you're going to have a main board where you're going to be navigating to try and gather new cards, inflict damage, and try to score victory points. The way that this game works is that each player is going to be building up their deck of cards, and on your turn you're going to be drawing a hand of these, and then you're going to be playing those to gain the resources that are depicted on that card. There's 3 different resources in this game, one that allows you to move your pawn to the different locations on the board, and then there's gold that allows you to buy cards, but in order to do that you need to have your pawn next to the card that you want to buy. And then also you have your strength, which you'll be able to use to attack the monster in the center of the board. And this is one of the main ways that you gain victory points, because every time you deal damage to that monster, you're going to be taking one of its damage tokens, which counts as victory points at the end of the game. But the monster is not going to sit idly by as you attack, and it will change its position to face towards you. And it will also have a retaliation depending on the amount of damage that you did. Depending on the position of the monster relative to you, that can change some of the effects of the cards, and it also requires you to spend 1 additional speed if you want to buy a card when the monster is facing your direction. Each of the cards also have different icons that you can chain together to allow for additional effects if you play other cards of a certain type in the same turn, and you can also choose to just disregard all the effects of a card in order to spend it as 1 movement. The end of the game is triggered once all of the monster's health is depleted, and then players are going to be gaining victory points for the amount of damage that they've done, as well as adding any victory points from the cards that they bought, and the player with the most victory points at the end of the game wins the game.